All right, and we are a go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, history is about to be made for the first time in the over 75-year history of the sport. NASCAR's best make their grand return to Southern California, but at a different track. They're on the streets of San Diego for the first ever running on the Naval Base at Coronado in San Diego for the first ever street course race in Southern California. A new different track means new opportunities and a whole lot of unknowns. 16 turns around this 3.4-mile racetrack, a lot of unknowns and very treacherous corners these truck drivers will be facing around this course. It's going to be tough, it's going to be slick, but it's going to be a lot of fun for sure. And now it's time for the command to get the engines running for the trucks at San Diego.
All right, Naval Base, Coronado, are we ready for a race? I said, are we ready for a race? Let's go. The sailors and Marines in the audience today represent.
What's up, Wayne Montgomery? How's it going? Who's in the booth? Unfortunately, Jamie Little still in the booth. Yeah, it's Jamie Little, Kevin Harvick, and Michael Waltrip that's in the booth. Hey, John. Crank them up, gang. Crank them up. And the engines roar to life on the streets of San Diego as 37 of NASCAR's best Truck Series drivers are about to head into a track full of unknowns. 16 corners, 3.4 miles of racetrack ahead. For the Navy 250 on the streets of San Diego at the Naval Base of Coronado. That's coming up next on FS1. Got your eyes on Lane Riggs. Nice, Wayne. Even though on the podcast we have a... You should do a broadcast in the future, bro. Like a sports commentator because you're great at it. Thanks for the compliment, Wayne. I might consider that in the future if I continue doing this. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds. But as of right now, I'm perfectly fine with where I'm at right now, doing live reactions and doing my own live commentary of what's going on the racetrack. Anyways, back to what we were saying. So be on the lookout for our pick points, Wayne, because for this truck race we picked Justin Marks for this race, and in practice Justin Marks crashed. Oh wait, done broadcast in schools. It's not bad because that's your future as well. Cool. I didn't know you did broadcast in schools. Nice. At least cup owners are permitted to race in this. Yeah, that's true. Like Justin Marks, as I just mentioned, because that's our pick in NASCAR Weekly Podcast pick points. And unfortunately, he crashed in practice, so he'll probably go to a backup and start the race from the rear of the field. Nope, no full-time drivers can do double duty except for Austin Hill. Oh yeah, that's right, because he's full-time in O'Reilly's series and he just took over the 33 for the late Kyle Busch, and it's pretty much known that he's going to be in that ride for the remainder of this season in the Cup Series. Yeah, it's pretty much known that it's pretty much confirmed that Austin Hill will be in the 33 for the remainder of the Cup Series season. At least last weekend we did a sweep in pick points, so this won't be for us. Won't be good for us. Yeah, at least we swept last week's pick points. So far we hold like a 17-point lead over Eric Eastup. With Jesse Love not returning to RCR, what do you think will happen with the number 2 in O'Reilly series? Well, it's been rumored that maybe Carson Brown, who's running in the ARCA series this year, it's rumored that Carson Brown might be in the 2 car in the O'Reilly series next season, but that's yet to be determined. It all depends on what RCR will announce in the coming weeks or months. If Hamlin wins 4 in a row, it's not going to be easy at all for him. I don't think Hamlin goes 4 in a row this weekend. I don't think Hamlin goes 4 in a row this weekend. Not happening. Anyways, the trucks are now rolling out onto the track. It won't be on long because I have Bible study tonight, but I will watch your reaction when it gets done tonight, or watch the highlights. All right, understandable, Wayne. And anyways, the trucks are now rolling on the track. 16 total turns, 10 to the left and 6 to the right. And here's the track layout. In turn 1, then it's downhill to turns 2 and 3. There's turn 4, and turn 5 is Carrier Corner. That's a fast left-hander. Then 6 and 7, that's the Coronado chicane. Same with 8 and 9, and 10 and 11. Oh, this what happened to Justin Marks. Oh, wow! And that's what happened to Justin Marks there. And Stuart Friesen. Oh! And Ben Rhodes through that fast. Oh, wow! And same with Connor Mosack. That's through turn 16. A lot of drivers slapped that wall through turn 16. That's a fast section of the track right there. Joe, are you going to put Brent Cruz in the 20 in this race at all? Joe, are you going to put Brent Cruz in the 20 in this race at all? It all depends on what Christopher Bell does this race, interviewer. Yeah, Wayne, I'm not going to do any O'Reilly series reactions tomorrow because of my religious background.
That's my question to you, sir. How's it going in there? We've seen all the hype from the fans and everybody excited to see you in that truck. How are you?
Oh, and Jamie Little. I mean, no, not Jamie McMurray. Oops. There's Jamie Little in the truck series race in this race today, running in the free agent number 25 truck. His first truck series start since 2008 at Martinsville. Wow, that's a long time. Richard, how betrayed are you from the news that Love is leaving your team? Well, we're happy for Jesse Love, but the announcement couldn't have come any worse time. I think you know what I'm referring to when I said that. Where the announcement couldn't come any worse. That was when Tyler Reddick shockingly announced that he was leaving RCR to go to 2311 Racing. And Richard Childress was not happy at all. All right, and here's the starting lineup for this race. In the front row, no surprise, the top two, Caden Honeycutt and Lane Riggs. In row 2 finds Chandler Smith and Jimmy Johnson starting 4th in this race. in his second Truck Series start. His first start, of course, was 2008 at Bristol. Then in row 3 is Grant Enfinger and Gio Ruggiero, who unfortunately will start the race from the tail of the field. Then it's Ty Majeski and Andres Perez. Then Parker Kligerman and Landon Lewis also to the rear. Then Tyler Ankrum and Connor Mosack, Tyler Reif and Ben Rhodes to the rear as well. And there's this rest of the starting lineup. Also, Jamie Little and Stuart Friesen also going to the rear, starting the race from the tail of the field. Yep, a lot of drivers starting the race from the field. But one of the most notable names in this field, Brendan Gaughan, making his long-awaited NASCAR return. Long-awaited return to NASCAR. Since the last time Brendan Gaughan was in a NASCAR race was 2020 at Talladega in the Cup Series. Hey, happy Father's Day, Wayne. This Sunday. Nice. Alright, and the lights are out on the pace truck, so they'll pace this race course one last time. Yeah, I think overall for this race they'll probably do like 2 pace laps. I think 2 or 3 pace laps because this racetrack is so big. My pleasure, Wayne. Yeah, I think to be realistic, they'll probably do like 2 or 3 pace laps around this race course because this track is 3.4 miles long. It's a big course I'll have to navigate through.
Facing adversity starting this morning in practice. It's a long list of competitors who had contact with the wall or a series of other issues. There are 4 drivers
in trucks with contact with the wall in practice and qualifying. That's a long list. Some drivers went backup trucks: Tanner Gray, Stuart Friesen, Justin Marks, and Christian Eckes. It won't be easy though, because this track is treacherous and bumpy in some areas. There's the stage breakdown: 50 laps, 170 miles, 12 laps in the first 2 stages, and the final stage, 26 laps. Pit road speed of 40 miles an hour, fuel window 16 to 18 laps. And I don't know if you guys have heard. I don't know if you guys heard this before, but every race that the NASCAR series, well, for all trucks, O'Reilly's series, and Cup series, all race names have ending of 250. That's mainly because in a few weeks America is celebrating their 250th birthday. So that's why all races are like 250. Like Navy 250, United Rentals 250, and finally Anduril 250 for all series, for all races of this series. So that's why all races have the ending of 250, because of America's 250th birthday in a few weeks. And it's a gorgeous day in Southern California. No weather in the area, beautiful bright sunshine, perfect conditions for racing today. Oh yeah. And they're coming through the final chicane for the last time under pacing conditions before the pace truck makes the turn onto pit lane. distancing itself from the field, and he's on pit lane. Folks, we're making history. The first ever race on the streets of San Diego at the Naval Base at Coronado. Through the restart zone, green flag is in the air, and we're underway in Southern California. Oh, very bumpy already through turn one as Caden Honeycutt goes to an early lead. Now into the hard braking zone in turn two. Wow. A lot of dips right there in between turns 2 and 3 as Chandler Smith got very tight off that corner as they go through turn 4. And speaking of Lane Riggs, here he goes side by side with Caden Honeycutt trying to go for an early lead. Coming into turn 5 into Carrier Corner right here. But Caden Honeycutt holds off that challenge. Holy cow, it is so rough and bumpy through that section. And here they come into turn 6 right here. In that narrow section of the track right here through turn 7. Here it is. There's that narrow section of the track. Now coming into turn 8 and 9 right here. Jimmy Johnson already flexing some muscle, even for a 50-year-old, in his second ever Truck Series start. To get through that chicane. No harm, no foul, it looks like. Got to be careful. You got to avoid those tire barriers right there. There's a flyby of the field going by. As we go back to the leaders as they're coming up on the final chicane for the first time in order to slow the trucks down before they head into turn 16. Yep, there it is. That goes to show how big this course is as we just completed the first lap on the streets of San Diego. We got a battle for position going on back there, side by side. What's going on right there? I'm just glad that there are no weather issues this weekend. Yeah, same. If I was attending this race weekend, I'd probably wearing a long sleeve UV shirt and shorts. Respect. You better shut the fuck up, Jamie. Kevin Harvick right now. or Michael Waltrip. You better shut the fuck up, Jamie. Looking at the leaders right now, Caden Honeycutt, he is really feeling the pressure from Lane Riggs. As we're watching the handwork and the footwork behind the wheel of the 34 truck of Lane Riggs for what's going on. She might have a solid day. We'll see. Oh, Lane Riggs almost took a peek underneath the 11, trying to look for the lead, but Honeycutt's not having it. Wouldn't let him have it that easily. And here they come into the final chicane right here. Watch the tire barriers. And these drivers have got to be very careful not to hit those tire barriers. Now into the fast corner of turn 16. And that's another lap complete. Oh, oh, and there goes Lane Riggs to the inside, coming into turn 2. Side by side, going into the short chute, or what I call the short chute, in between turns 2 and 3. Lane Riggs has the preferred line going into turn 3. Honeycutt trying to hold him back, but Lane Riggs goes to the point. Yeah, I'm impressed with Jimmy Johnson so far. Running P3 so far, up a position after qualifying 4th in this race. Wow. J- Jamie's Big Mac needs to seriously clutch up throughout this damn race. Dang. Yeah, you don't want to get too close to those walls. Jarvis trying to use every inch of the track they can get, but you don't want to get too close. Oh, there's the duct tape I saw on the right rear of the 34 truck. Cream of the crop. Honeycutt 1 win, Lane Riggs 2 wins. 5 and 4 Honeycutt over Riggs, and same amount of top 5s for both Honeycutt and Riggs. Points earned, Honeycutt 261 and Lane Riggs 293. As we got a spinner, and it's the 26 of Dawson Sutton. Oh, and the 76 of Spencer Boyd also got damage as well. Oh, that's Nathan Nicholson. Never mind. I thought that was Spencer Boyd. Never mind. All right, what happened between those guys? Oh, yeah, he got sideways. And Dawson's son was an innocent bystander right there. Both of them doing a pretty good job keeping it off the wall, not hitting anything. It's a lot of room to slide right there. Yellow's out. Why, is he stalled? Is Dawson's son stalled on the track? And he couldn't get going? Yep, Jimmy's in third, formerly BLF 101. Yep, Jimmy's in third right now. But so far, it's a solid race going on for the Truck Series on the streets of San Diego.
Not your elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Braille, breaking through to elite. Ask about Braille. My name is Daniel. I've been a barista for 8 years. but I wanted to bring my take on real hockey to the community. And my Toyota BZ helped me get there.
Imagine what you can do with an all-electric vehicle that gets there. Toyota. Let's go places.
With long-lasting battery life from Dell XPS, you can stay plugged in, even when you're unplugged. The FIFA World Cup is back, America, so jump on the bandwagon and watch out, hop on, buddy. I made you this. Is that a plate? A Lay's plate. A Lay? No, a Lay's plate. I love wordplay. Slowly. Yeah, looks good. Adams to central, ready for anything. Finds Advil, that's strong support. And Tom's looking to counter-attack. It's Coronado! Every goal starts with an assist.
250 years for the Navy, established in October of 1775.
And we are back once again.
Incredible what those sailors did.
Wow.
Coronado.
Just the history, the energy around this event, being here on the Naval Base, the sailors.
Wow. Look at that shot of that naval ship. The aircraft carrier right there. That's right near turn 4 and 5. And in the background, downtown San Diego.
And to see NASCAR and the Navy and the whole base here come together to put this event on. I know it took a couple of years to put all this into place, but
Anchors away! Yep.
This is so out of the ordinary to do something like this. And from the moment that I walked into this racetrack, it's just been an unbelievable experience. And
This isn't just a race, it's a mission. What a sign right there.
They have never seen anything like this take over on their base, and it's been so fun to watch the reaction. Well, Amanda is standing by with a very special guest. What's his reaction to all this?
Oh yeah, and our three-time funny car champion at the National Hot Rod Association has a big smile on his face.
Who's that?
Hanging out with his top-bill driver,
Who's that?
Maddie Gordon, as well. And Ron, this is like
Maddie Gordon. Is that Ron Capps?
How are you enjoying the off weekend?
That's Ron Capps, is it? It is. How about it? How about it? Welcome, Ron Capps. And Maddie Gordon, who has 3 wins in top alcohol funny car drag racing. Of course, Ron Capps is a 3-time NHRA drag racing champion. Maybe you could root for him if I watch NHRA. Well, I sometimes watch NHRA, but not on a constant basis like I do with IndyCar, NASCAR, or IMSA. Oh, because of the Napa sponsorship? Napa know-how! Yep.
So many trucks that are in the back because of repairs. If you need any work, this is a great opportunity to do it. Yeah, well, just on your truck and at a bare minimum, just keep it full of fuel. If you have the tank full of fuel, it gives you more options as you go down the road. As we look at, being at the beginning part of this race, and you just want to create more options.
I believe the truck drivers are going to be getting the 1 to go signal this time by. I don't know for sure, but we'll see. No takers to pit lane. There's one. There's 2. It's Chris Wright or Chris Wrong. And who's the other taker? There's Gio Ruggiero. Oh, it's Tanner Gray. It's Tanner. Oh, the 91 of Christian Eckes. Okay.
And Michael, you were talking about teams that are fired in the back. One of them is Gio Ruggiero. He had that damage on the left side from qualifying, so I just talked to his crew chief.
Gio Ruggiero getting serviced up.
Telling us the brakes aren't as good as they were earlier, so he said we've just been stuck in traffic, so they are one of the ones electing to pit, Jamie.
Yeah, so some tires there, 4 tires all around for Gio Ruggiero.
Yeah, when you're stuck in traffic, the airflow doesn't get as much speed as it does normally, and you're using them harder because of all the trucks you're trying to maneuver around. So that's not unexpected.
Also, the 12 of Brendan Butterby Queen.
All right, so 4 laps in.
Oh, that's a weird backup truck that Store Friesen is in for the 52 because he crashed his primary.
Across the bridge, downtown San Diego, picture perfect. Stay with us, so much more racing action to come. Your mental health is better, but having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tonic dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TD with Ingrezza.
Number 1 prescribed Ingrezza reduced TD movements by greater than 10 times, with most seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior, mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling in hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza. Ingrezza. Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
Oh, that's rough. At least with SafeLight, you can get that fixed any way you want. Any way you want. It's the way you need. Any way you want. I can schedule a chip fix while I get my hair clipped. Yeah, they can fix my glass while we fish for bass. If you want, they can recalibrate my safety features while I sit at home in my comfy pants. That one doesn't rhyme, but sure.
Get it fixed any way you want at SafeLight.com. Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
DJ, we're leaving.
Is Miles Spice in there?
I think I'm gonna stay.
So that means I'll never see you again.
What?
Boy, I'm talking to my own Spice, not Jaggle.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh!
Hey, whoa.
The new Craftsman 320 advanced batteries. More power, more runtime, more.
Whoa.
They say tennis is great for remembering you can customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
See your big dog?
My bad.
Only pay for what you need. Liberty.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Live.
And we're back once again. So we're still working under the yellow.
The Navy, NASCAR had a joint party last night, over 600 people just mingling about. So proud of everything that everybody has done to come together. Michael, I know you were in awe of what we saw.
Yeah, and this truck race has been something we've anticipated for. We've been hearing about it for a couple of years, and we.
All right, they got the 1 to go signal, and they're coming to the final chicane one last time. So the pace truck about to make the turn onto pit lane, and we're coming back to green this time by. So it's Lane Riggs and Caden Honeycutt though in the front row, just how it was on the initial start. Green flag back in the air. Dead even on the jump once again. Lane Riggs going to have the preferred line going into turn 1, and he'll easily clear Honeycutt. Now down the hill into hard braking zone in turn 2 comes Jimmy Johnson to the inside of Chandler Smith, trying to take the 3rd spot away from him. As everyone's still jostling for position deeper in the field. Oh, and Chandler Smith got tight off turn 3 once again, and Johnson trying to work around the left side through turn 4, trying to take that 3rd spot away from Chandler Smith. Still side by side. Here they come into turn 5 at Carrier Corner. Johnson with the preferred line in that corner, trying to clear the 38, and he will take it. He just took it away from the 38. And here comes Grant Enfinger trying to follow through, trying to look for the fourth position. Hang on with Ty Majeski. Look out! What a save by Ty Majeski. Wow! Oh my gosh, how did he not wreck that thing? Look at this. Coming into turn 6, watch the 88. Looks like he locked it up too much. Wow. What a save by Majeski. Wow. Fucking hell, what a drift. What a drift. Meanwhile, side by side between Connor Mosack and Corey LaJoie, as Mosack takes the 9th spot away. And Tyler Ankrum going to try to follow through. But it looks as though LaJoie will hold off that challenge. Hang on to it, Ankrum. Got really sideways through turn 15. They come into the back final chicane. Man, Tyler Reif, in that 42, he just really used up the 19 of Hemrick there. There's the 77 of, I believe that, Justin Marks, who crashed in practice. He's in that backup truck, currently running in the 17th position. Oh, watch out. Who was that caught the wall? Was that Chris Wright? I think it was. There's Stuart Friesen, also in that backup truck. Looking for the battle right here. There it is. Corey LaJoie has got his hands full right now. And here comes Ben Rhodes to the right side. And Ben Rhodes takes that position away from LaJoie. There's 16 of Justin Haley. Also trying to learn this racetrack the best he can. Looked like that was Connor Mosack who did a little lockup through the backstretch chicane. Final chicane. But up front, it is still Lane Riggs showing the way. He's got to open up about a second and a half advantage over Caden Honeycutt. Then it's another 2.8 seconds back to third place Jimmy Johnson, who's still running very, very strongly in the podium position right there. Meanwhile, side by side between Corey LaJoie and the 42, I believe that's Tyler Reif in the 42. I think it is, as Corey LaJoie holds off that challenge, and here comes I believe that's Daniel Hemrick in the 19. He'll take that position away from the 62 of Kaz Grala. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep, that is Tyler Wright from the 42. Oh man, watch out! Tyler Wright tried to take advantage on the 10 through that corner, but to no avail. Really? Okay, that'll be interesting. Couple drivers trying to flip the stage to stay out once the stage caution comes out. That'll be interesting to see. As we just took 3 laps to go in the first stage. Man, this battle between Corey LaJoie and Tyler Wright, they just cannot stay away from each other. There's Parker Kligerman on pit lane. There's Ty Majeski on pit lane, the truck who was sideways a few minutes ago. Oh, a little bit of trouble on the left sides for the crew trying to take the left sides off the 75 of Parker Kligerman. That's going to cost him a bit of time. There's Connor Mosack also getting serviced up. Because Majeski is down and away. And so is Parker Kligerman. And Connor Mosack's down and away. There's Manny Terrell getting serviced up. Cole Butcher's down and away. He's off pit lane. And I believe that's Tanner Gray in the 15 down and away. Nope, Adam Andretti. As we're back with the leader, Lane Riggs, continuing to show the way. As he's just gone through 11 and 12. Yep, the gap right now between Lane Riggs and Caden Honeycutt, it looks like 2.3 seconds, but make no mistake, as Michael Waltrip said, one mistake and Honeycutt's right back on your bumper. They work their way through the final chicane once again. They're coming to 2 to go this time in this first stage. You saw right there. These trucks get a little bit of air coming down that hill, coming into turn 2. Jump some humps. Hey, yo, Michael. What was that? What was that? Jump some humps. Hey, yo. Ho-ho-ho! Jumping off that hill right there. Kind of like Monster Jam action right there. Or Monster Truck action. Meanwhile, we've got a battle between Andres Perez and Tyler Ankrum right there as Ankrum takes that position away from the 44. This section of the track is so fast. Here comes Ben Rhodes to the right side as Andres Perez got a little squirrely going into turn 6 and now coming off turn 7 into that narrow section of the track as we're riding on board with the 25 of Jamie McMurray. currently running in the 18th position, moved up 11 positions after starting 29th. Just trying to learn this track the best he can. Just logging laps and having fun out there. There goes Gio Ruggiero right past him. As we just taken the final lap in the first stage.
Tune in to watch a truck race. Good are these truckers? 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson. He can't match the pace of Lane Riggs. Jacob Murray's one major crown.
And speaking of Lane Riggs, he's right there coming into turn 5. And he's opened up a 4.6 second advantage over Honeycutt. So about what I said about one mistake and Honeycutt's on his bumper, well, I was wrong then. As Lane Riggs has pulled away. He has checked out from the 11. Oh, wow, that's a lot of cording. Coming out from one of the trucks. So early on in this race, Lane Riggs looks as though maybe the truck to beat. Still got 2 more stages to go after this, so anything could still happen. But you never know. As Caden Honeycutt, he's fallen into the clutches of Jimmy Johnson. It's a second between those two. But it looks as though Honeycutt will hold on for second in this stage. As up front, Lane Riggs he could just cruise it from this point forwards because he's got the first stage. Lane Riggs wins the first ever stage on the streets of San Diego.
Well done. Well, guys, this week we lost a good one, a staple in the NASCAR garage for decades. Just one of those distinguished journalists that we looked up to. Incredible work. 2019 honored the Squire Hall Award for NASCAR Media Excellence. Steve Wade, you will be missed.
Rest in peace, Steve. Rest in peace, Steve Wade. Age 77.
Another day, same pain, same meds, same struggling for symptom relief. Injections like Humira and Enpro work similarly to treat psoriatic arthritis. But if your symptoms haven't improved enough, Rinvoq works differently. It's a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve PSA, joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. It can stop joint damage, and many saw this even after 5 years. And Rinvoq can leave skin noticeably clearer.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, and fatal cancers, including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occur. See the event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoke, or pregnant or planning. Don't take an allergic or have an infection.
Do something different. Ask your doctor if switching to Rinvoq is right for you.
Days out. I don't know what to do. We're gonna rebuild this thing.
Sometimes it feels like schizophrenia decides who you could be. So it may be time for a different conversation. Ask your doctor about Cobenfy, a twice daily pill for schizophrenia. Cobenfy is the first and only treatment of its kind, and delivered improvement in schizophrenia symptoms overall. Plus, in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take up allergic to Cobenfy. Have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated narrow-angle glaucoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and gallbladder problems, slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, narrow-angle glaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your bladder. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you.
Imagine what could be. Cobenfy. Imagine what could be. Cobenfy.
Well, we're joined in the booth here by a very special guest, Captain Lauren Jacoby, Naval Base Coronado Command.
Captain Lauren Jacoby, Naval Base Coronado Commanding Officer. Captain. Salute you, Captain. Salute you. Oh, he's there. How about that?
Where did Wookiee come from?
That's right. So
Wookiee? What? Wookiee? Okay.
To knock you down a couple notches or
That's
something?
right. So maybe we'll get together in the IR sometime and I'll tell you about my call sign.
The I-Bar. We've heard about this place. It's so great to have you here. And I understand you oversee everything. So first off, when did this all come about? How did this come about, NASCAR being here?
Yeah, so it was 2 years ago.
Captain Lauren Jacoby
The Navy, they said, hey, we want to partner with you
in the booth right now.
for the Navy's 250th birthday. Maybe tell that story in a new and exciting way. So a lot of work kind of went into that because one thing we said up front was we weren't going to impact military readiness, right? So we have to, make sure all these plans, don't impact our ability to deploy, right? And do that combat mission that the Navy does every day. So it took us about 2 years to get there, and we're excited to be here.
So many logistics, right?
What has this been like for the sailors? Because since I have drove onto the island and came to the racetrack today, the enthusiasm is through the roof. What has it been like for your sailors to have NASCAR here on the base?
Oh yeah, they are really, really excited, and there's been a lot of build-up. So I think there were a lot of questions, right? How are we going to be able to integrate this, and traffic and getting to our jobs, and how is the this track right to the base? I think there was a little bit of trepidation, right, at first. Those historic double dome.
There's that shot again of the aircraft carrier and downtown San Diego in the background. Anchors away! And here come the drivers onto pit lane, but some of them are staying out, including Caden Honeycutt, Jimmy Johnson, Chandler Smith, and several others. Anyways, pit stops happening. Lane Riggs getting serviced up. Same with Tyler Ankrum. Grant Enfinger I saw in pit lane as well. Lane Riggs down and away. Oh, that's Ben Rhodes. It's Landon Lewis getting serviced up. And look at his crew wearing the Army fire suits. How about that? That's pretty neat for the pit crew of Landon Lewis. Wearing those Army fire suits.
New tires filled up with fuel. We're ready to go for stage number 2. You see Honeycutt stayed out, Lane Riggs on top. So the captain will stay with us for one more segment. So we will step aside. We have so many questions, so we'll certainly dive into how all of this came to be at Naval Base Coronado. Exciting.
But so far, it's a very solid and interesting race so far for the truck series and of the Naval Base of Coronado. Very intriguing, not gonna lie.
Severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. Tremfya can help with remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and 2 years. Some have visible repair of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Break away with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
The FIFA World Cup is back, America, so jump on the bandwagon. And just pick another team. Coming through. In 250 years, he'll throw a party so big with the best baseball players on earth. It makes his own zip code. This is America's celebration birthday. This one that's not ready. It's not showing. American celebration 250 years from now. July 14th on Father's Day.
More. It's something people with COPD want. Dupixent makes more possible. It helps adults breathe easier, starting in as little as 2 weeks. That could mean more dances danced, more games played, more classes taken, more to look forward to. It's amazing what can happen when you can do more. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for COPD that is not well controlled and with a specific marker of inflammation. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent helps block the key source of inflammation, and it's proven to help reduce flare-ups, so you can do more with less COPD. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems, like eye pain or vision changes, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection or asthma. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. What will you do with your more? Ask a pulmonologist about Dupixent and COPD.
And we welcome you back to San Diego. That view right there, just incredible. USS Carl Vinson, the backdrop of our racetrack here for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. And we continue here with the captain and Wookie. It is.
Wookie. Oh my gosh. Almost sounds like rookie.
I just love this racetrack. Every time we're joking about the jumps and the hops and the twists and the turns. It didn't just pop up out of the ground. What all went into building this racetrack?
Yeah, so it was great, actually, partnership between NASCAR and their Gibbons Construction. So we have CVs on the base, so these are kind of our construction experts within the Navy. And the Gibbons Construction Battalion came to me and said, hey, we'd like to help because this is going to help our young sailors, right, to gain experience, and our supervisors, they're going to get experience too. So they volunteered to kind of help it and construct the track, and it'd be really great to see the experts from NASCAR working right alongside these construction experts.
All right. Going to be coming to the green this time. Bye. All right. Got a different player on the front row this time. Got the usual player up front, Caden Honeycutt, but next to him, Jimmy Johnson on the front row. We'll see how this plays out for the second stage on the restart. As we come to the restart. Pace car into pit lane. Here we come. And Caden Honeycutt's on the gas. Green flag, stage 2 underway. Honeycutt gets the advantage over Jimmy Johnson. Down the hill into turn 2. Johnson trying to keep that preferred lane. 3 wide. That was tight between Gio Ruggiero. I think that was. Justin Haley and the 62 of Cas Gralla. They almost came together in turn 2. There's still jostling for position back there. I think that was Corey LaJoy who almost got into the back of Stuart Friesen.
So the top 15 stayed out there. The top 5 have yet to pit today. Kate Honeycutt, back up from leading. Amanda.
Yeah, Jamie, we were ready to call it a pit stop for Caden Honeycutt, and Scott Zipadelli with the last-minute call kept him out there. What was the leading reason for that decision, Scott?
Caden Honeycutt taking advantage after staying out on that last caution, trying to keep that track position and gain some points. All right, 10 laps. That sounds reasonable enough.
Look, if you don't think you can beat them head to head, you want to try to put yourself in a position where you can.
Meanwhile, there's one of the drivers who pitted close to the end of the first stage, Gio Rogero. He's working on Cas Gralla. Or as a matter of fact, he just lost that position to Cas Gralla in the 62. They come into the last chicane. Whoa! Cas Gralla got a little squirrely there. That allowed the 17s to get on this bumper. He's going to try to take a peek to the left side, but Gralla holds off that challenge. Oh, spinner, it's Connor Mosack. That's a lot of damage to that left front. Oh, and Ben Rose got damage as well. Oh, fight for the lead. Here comes Jimmy Johnson. Johnson to the inside of Kenan Honeycutt. Tricon teammates going at it for the lead. Oh my gosh. Jimmy Johnson took a shot at Caden Honeycutt there just a second ago, because they went into turn 3. Wasn't able to complete the pass, but he's there. He's within striking distance now. We're riding on board with Lane Riggs right now. So up into the 10th position. But remember, the drivers that stayed out, they'll have to pit probably at the end of stage 2, or probably under the stage 2 caution, because they're on a different strategy than Lane Riggs and the other drivers that pitted under that stage caution. There's Connor Mosack on pit lane. Hey! It's Justin Boyd. Thank you for the super chat, man. Hendrick forever. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. It's Parker Kligerman. Looked like he got into Connor Mosack. Oh! Down the hill, here comes Jimmy Johnson once again to the inside of Honeycutt. Oh, Honeycutt missed the corner! Honeycutt just missed the corner. Down, back, dropped into the 3rd position. That allows Jimmy Johnson to take the lead. I don't know what in the world happened to Caden Honeycutt there, but he just totally missed the corner in turn 2. Well, there's something you don't see every day, folks. 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson in his 2nd ever Truck Series start, leading the way in his home state of California. That's a familiar sight, because he's usually from El Cajon, California, and it's a 19-mile drive to Naval Base in Coronado. So there's a familiar sight to see. Jimmy Johnson leading in Southern California.
He's going to learn really quickly. Truck racing is pretty fun, and being able to be competitive in this Tricon truck up in front of this field is something that he's going to remember, and he's going to say, hey, truck race was pretty fun. Let's do another one. I hope he does, because this is
Wow, that's how long it's been since Jimmy Johnson led laps in a NASCAR race. As Jamie Little just said, in his last ever full-time Cup Series start in Phoenix in 2020. And this is how he got the lead. Coming into turn 2, Honeycutt just smoked it entering turn 2, just locked up the brakes. It could not get the truck turned. That allowed Jimmy Johnson to cruise by and take the lead. And now it's Jimmy Johnson showing the way in San Diego. Oh, got another smoker. It's a lot of damage to the front end. That's Justin Marks. It's got a lot of damage to the front and the rear of that truck. And he just missed pit lane. He's going to have to find an opening quick to get out of there, to get out of the racing groove, unless it's going to ring out a caution if he stays out there.
With service so good, it's guaranteed. This weekend, buy a 5-gallon bucket and get 20% off almost anything that fits inside it.
What did Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby do with Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers? He made history. Get championship-level performance in Skechers basketball. Introducing Mother's California Gold Ceramic Products, the easiest way to clean, correct, and protect, giving you ceramic clarity, hydrophobic protection, and head-turning shine. Mother's California Gold Ceramic.
But don't look now, because right behind Jimmy Johnson, Chandler Smith is starting to apply some pressure to the one truck. Yeah, that last lap was significantly faster than what Johnson ran that last lap. The gap is now down to less than a second at 9/10. Only one can wish that Jimmy Johnson will be able to win tonight. And I believe that one person who wish he could win tonight, I believe he's watching right now, or I believe he's watching from in San Diego right now, and that person is Michael Roots, that diehard Jimmy Johnson fan, who calls him Jimmy! But he's going to have to earn it because Chandler Smith is right on his bumper. Yeah, Chandler Smith, he is right on the bumper of the one truck. He is right there. Yep, I was just saying that a few minutes ago. The first time Jimmy Johnson led laps in a race was 2020 in Phoenix, in his last ever full-time start in the Cup Series. In good equipment. Oh, and Corey LaJoy on pit lane. Looks as though he's got problems with that 10 truck. Don't know what's going on there. Whoa, man! Chandler Smith took a big dive into that last chicane, and pitting. Here comes Jimmy Johnson into the pits. That hands the lead over to Chandler Smith. That's unfortunate for Corey.
Corey's out of the race, and the leader, Jimmy Johnson, on pit road for the first time. Gets service
And Johnson down and away. If Jimmy can get at least a top 5 or top 10, yeah, I'll definitely be satisfied if Jimmy can get a top 5 or top 10.
Chandler Smith for the first time today. Caden Honeycutt just behind him. Both of those drivers have yet to pit. And you see Justin Marks.
Okay, Justin Marks made it to pit lane. All right. Oh, here it is. Oh, wow. So that's why he was slowing on the track. That's a hard shot coming off turn 16. That is such a fast corner. Ouch.
Justin's going to be on the opposite end of this one. He's had a rough day today with the two wrecks.
Well, we don't know. We don't know if Corey LaJoy got taken out or something happened on that truck that took him out of the race. I don't know.
Lane Riggs has the newest tires. Hit it on lap 13. You got these up to 4.
Uses his strategy, raced his way just ahead of Lane there.
Oh, Tom Majeski really moving that truck back and forth. And here comes the leader, Chandler Smith, onto pit lane. And Caden Honeycutt's going to follow through. And that's going to hand the lead over to Parker Kligerman. Okay. A lot of pit strategies going on here. Is Honeycutt getting serviced up? And Honeycutt is down and he's away. Here's Gio Ruggiero going to enter his service now. And Gio Ruggiero down and away. And Daniel Hemrick's on pit lane now. And Honeycutt comes out right behind Jimmy Johnson. And Chandler Smith gets out in front of Johnson. So this might be for provisional P1 once this cycles through. I'm not so sure about that, but we'll see. But anyways, for the lead, here comes Lane Riggs to the inside or to the left side of Parker Kligerman going for the lead, going into turns 8 and 9. And Riggs goes back to the point. Watch out, Majeski. Got really sideways. Almost got into the back bumper of the 75 of Kligerman. Why is Jamie McMurray in 30th or something? Beats me. Heck if I know why Jamie McMurray's in 30th. He's just probably logging laps trying to run this track down. Beats me. Corey LaJoy getting taken out of contention bothers me. I'm sure it does. Yeah, he just can't catch a break. But I'm pretty sure all of the LaJoy haters are loving this right now. That LaJoy got taken out again. Wow. That drop right there in between turns 1 and 2 there. That is such a big drop.
here in stage number 2, Lane Riggs. Second fastest that last lap. It was Grant Enfinger. Fourth.
He's been impressive, hasn't he?
Really has been.
What a good day for that team.
I mean, you hear from him, and it's like, don't root for me, don't count on me, I'm not sure what I'm doing. And he's been running top 5 solid.
Yeah, I mean, he would have made it sound like that he didn't really want to be out there this morning with his interview because of how.
Yeah, there's Grant Enfinger running in the 4th position.
You see the results and the position.
Very solid run for Enfinger.
Definitely wouldn't show it. So I think
Started 5th, finished 5th in the first stage, running 4th right now.
I want to set the expectations too high, but I want to.
Don't know what that was that flew off of Enfinger's truck.
You had a great point earlier. He has earned 234 starts in this series. This is the second time ever that we've raced on a street course in this series. This isn't something that's natural because you have a lot of experience that it shines through. This is something that these drivers have all had to adapt to.
Well, they've done a great job. When we went to St. Pete earlier in the year, we didn't really know how it was going to go. Qualifying got rained out. They started pretty green, and they're able to a great race. And I think as you look at the race today, this has gone way better than what I was able to do. But street course racing is no joke. When you make a mistake like we saw.
Is that truck 4 years old? That's 75 truck for, I believe that's Big Machine Racing. I believe that 75 truck is Big Machine Racing. Has it been 4 years old? I'm kind of lost on that. Anyways, Lane Riggs on pit lane. He just pitted. So that means pits are closed because Parker Kligerman and Majeski stayed out. So pits are closed. But he entered while pits were still open. And Lane Riggs down and away. Oh, Henderson Motorsports. Gosh, I'm off. It's Henderson Motorsports. Oops. I kept thinking that was Big Machine Racing because of the spiked sponsorship. I think that could be considered a zombie truck. Oh, the 75 or what the scheme that Parker Kligerman's running in right now. What is that sponsor, honestly? I'm trying to see what that sponsor says on that 75 truck. FMS. FMS.
For people maybe watching casually and they don't know, like, when we come to a brand new place like this, how do these guys prepare? Kevin, I know you spent a little time on iRacing, which was incredible, by the way.
Because it's an older truck and Chevrolet body. And Chevrolet probably doesn't use the equipment from trucks like that anymore. Oh, I see what you're saying now. I thought you were kind of referring to like the sponsorship. I thought you were kind of referring to the sponsor that the 75 truck is running in this race. I see what you're saying now. Oh no, McMurray. It's McMurray. More problems for Jamie in the 25 truck. Riding a bull. Wow. I'm assuming he got tight going into turn 16 and slapped the wall. Because that damage looks pretty similar. Yep, called it. Yep, called it. Oh! Turn 16. That is such a treacherous corner in this racetrack. So fast. Yep. Bam! Turn 16 is such a fast corner and so treacherous. Oh.
Man, he hit that fence hard. You see, had a whole barrier in the back.
6 inches.
Meanwhile, for the lead, Majeski's all over the back bumper of Parker Kligerman, trying to go for the stage win. We're on the final lap of stage 2, so it's pretty accurate. They're fighting this hard. And tough break for McDouche! In the words of Michael Brooks, McDouche! And Parker Kligerman trying to hold off Majeski for the stage 2 win through turn 15. And here they come into the final chicane right before turn 16. Majeski a bit too far back to try to make a dive on him. And it looks as though Parker Kligerman is going to hold off that challenge that Majeski brought to him. And yes, he will. Parker Kligerman will win stage number 2 in San Diego.
Stage number 2. That is his 4th stage win of his career. What a feat for that little team that could. Henderson Motorsports.
Yeah, and the 2010 Daytona 500 winner. Yeah, tough break for McMurray. People are trashing on James McMurray in the DD12 chat. People on there are low IQ anyways because they have Palestinian politics on their website. Pfft, wow. It's a good thing I don't watch DD12. It's a good thing I don't watch races on DD12. Or whatever that site is.
And unpredictable highs can make it hard to get out of your head. Finding relief may help you break through. Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar treats depressive.
That's the only way you can watch races.
Proven full-spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms.
Oh, Xfinity and Truck Series wise. Oh. Wait, you don't have FS1 in Canada? You don't have FS1 in Canada? Oh, that's unfortunate.
At least seems like it could be for free.
Oh, and you don't have access to CW anymore either? What? Ugh. Tough break. I don't know what else to tell you, but tough break. All right, I'll be right back, folks. I'll be right back.
Drive on the left side of the road.
Start here for Adams. Sensodyne, brilliant touch. Volterra now with relief. And Tom's looking to
Did I ever see that on this day last year on a DM? Oh, are you talking about the link that you sent me on Discord? Yes, I did see that. Where Shohei Ohtani got that pitch right in the back. Ouch.
It's going to be a scenery that NASCAR or nobody's ever seen like this before.
A lot of people see aircraft carriers on camera, but never actually see it in real life. The turns are definitely a little tight. It's going to be interesting to see how they manage that, but I think everything's going to go great. 250 years of America and the Navy. It's a great way for us to celebrate our nation.
It was intentional too. The team was ready to fight, but they got waved off. I think I know what you're referring to. And then Shohei Ohtani was like, "No, don't." He was like that, if I recall correctly.
We have the Sailors team up with some pit crews. There were 4 teams, 2 sailors, which were the tire changers. For 3 of the 4 teams, the 4th team comprised a wounded warrior unit. The sailors you see there changing the tires. And yesterday, everyone who participated had to go through a 3-hour training session. See there, it's not so easy.
He was. The whole series was a bloodbath with hit by pitches and ejections. And that got ugly. When the pitcher was getting booed, leaving the mound, he was like, "Damn, oh my gosh." Yeah, I'm pretty sure the LA Dodgers and San Diego Padres are like the biggest rivalry of the National League, right behind the New York Yankees and Boston Red Sox in the American League.
Feels like schizophrenia decides who you can be. So it may be time for a different conversation. Ask your doctor about Cobenfy, a twice daily pill for schizophrenia. Cobenfy is the first and only treatment of its kind, and delivered improvement in schizophrenia symptoms overall. Plus, in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take up allergic to Cobenfy. Have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated narrow-angle glaucoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and gallbladder problems, slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, narrow-angle glaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your bladder. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you.
Imagine what could be. Cobenfy. Imagine what could be. Cobenfy.
We had our biggest loss of the season. But I'm not trading a Suzuki for 13 bucks. Feels like a win. That's our first win of the season.
Celebrate anything with a choice of 8 entrees plus a mini Suzuki for $13. After 130 years, Arrowhead Mountain Sprinkler is still doing what we've always done. It's still one ingredient, still crisp and refreshing, filtered with your nature since 1894. Arrowhead's Mountain Sprinkler, famous.
These squirrels are better at saving than we are. And we're organized too.
Try embracing your inner squirrel. When you open a BMO savings building account, you get a cash reward every month you save.
That sounds great.
You can also set up savings goals and easily track your progress.
That can help us redo the yard.
You can really go nuts. Cal shut myself out.
BMO.
We know why you've put off your best smile. The time, the cost, the anxiety. That's why Aspen Dental is changing how dentistry is done. With leading implanted denture technology and on-site labs that get you in and out. No more waiting for tomorrow. Now's your time to experience the Aspen Dental difference. Get 20% off dentures and implants. Aspen Dental. It's time to smile again.
It's a super rough course in San Diego, so all that brake modulation and wheel spin will have to be utilized from everybody, and so it's going to be a real battle of attrition with the race car as well as rough as the racetrack is.
Check out the all-new Fox Sports digital show Speed with Harvick and Buxton, fueled by Poet. Subscribe to Speed on Fox on YouTube, the Fox Sports app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Kevin? You always have good opinions. I think you know what you were talking about there. It's lived up to everything.
Well, I'm glad you like opinions, Jamie. Not everybody likes my opinion, but I'm
Hey, we got our moments.
Wow.
It's
Keep it spicy.
always been
There's some repair work going on in turn 16. So the track workers fixing that wall that's bent back after the couple hits from those two drivers of Justin Marks and Jamie McMurray.
Well, and look, when we were talking about this course and in the simulator and seeing all the things that were going with this course, everybody knew it was going to be rough.
I mean, it's probably still on our TV channels, but Bell screwed us over. The company. Oh. You're talking about FS1. I see.
This is interesting with the repairs to pit wall there. We're staying out before opening the pits, and that means we're going to shorten the laps we have to run to get to the checker. We talked about 17, 18 laps. If you run enough caution flags, those laps, you can get more laps.
In Palestine politics, they're part of that toxic crowd that spams fire Palestine and that incites harassment and hate towards Jewish people and the Israelis. I don't know how we got to that, but it is what it is. Again, it's a good thing I don't watch DD12 streams for racists. I don't want to get into that toxicity.
And we have plenty more coming up tomorrow. The FIFA World Cup rolls on as the Netherlands take on Sweden at 1 Eastern.
It's boogity crabbity boogity crabbity boogity.
And a cool event yesterday. SVG right there got to meet his New Zealand national team. The soccer team was right here in San Diego. Got to shake hands. You see him signing some autographs. What a cool moment for him.
Okay. SVG meeting some of his buddies from New Zealand, from his hometown in New Zealand. Nice.
The soccer team and the NASCAR driver and put all that together, it grows both sports, and that's what I love about the fact that we have guys from different countries. And Shane has been such a great addition to the Cup Series and has just a massive ball. And we've seen him kick that top ball into the stand when he went to race. He's got skill.
Soccer ball.
A soccer ball. Well,
I've been down that road. Rugby. All right, so
Hope Jamie McMurray will make another start at a track that he's actually good at.
Jackson Lee is in the
Well,
shoe.
it depends on what his schedule looks like for the remainder of the season. That's all I'm gonna say.
This is his third race with us this season, all on road courses. His father is our IndyCar on Fox.
Jackson Lee in the 2 truck. I believe this is his first ever truck start, making his truck series debut. Oh, how ironic! You're having McDonald's for dinner. One of Jamie McMurray's sponsors when he was with Chip Ganassi Racing. How ironic.
Yes, nice young man. This is all new to him. And you know, when you're a young guy like him, you don't get to go test. You don't get to learn all these things. He races all kinds of sports cars and races all over the country. But this is new to him. Just his third start doing it right.
Oh, this is his third start. Never mind. I'm way off.
See stage points so far. Ran and fingered. I did not have that on my bingo card. Maximizing today. 14 points earned.
Well, remember, we're racing for a spot in the chase, and these guys need those stage points when they're having a season that isn't quite what they expected. Right there on the cusp of.
And here comes the field for pit stops. It's Kligerman, Majeski, Enfinger, Ankrum, Andres Perez, and others. I'll just go with that. They took it back. Oh, I can't fly 55. I don't watch FIFA. I don't watch soccer. And finger down and away. Tyler Reif down and away. Majeski down and away. Gio Ruggiero wins the race off pit lane. Oh, never mind. It's Lane Riggs. Pfft.
Riggs keep getting it done. Gio Ruggiero as well. Great job on pit road. Just 23 laps to go here from Naval Base, Coronado. Stay with us. How is this going to shake out?
For Jim, life's big moments happen in seconds, like falling in love with Abby in as little as 2 seconds, or proposing to her in 78 seconds. Then Jim had the hardest conversation of his life in 100 seconds when he learned that he had cancer. Because life's big moments add up in seconds, Jim and his doctor chose Opdivo Qvantic for its administration time, an injectable immunotherapy given in as little as 180 seconds. It may be used alone in adults to treat melanoma, a type of skin cancer that is spread or can't be removed by surgery. It is approved for many other cancers. Opdivo Qvantic can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever, report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome, immune system problems, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and lupus. These are all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or received chest radiation, Opdivo Qvantic can't harm your unborn baby, because every second counts. Opdivo Qvantic.
Glover and Cave with Liberty Mutual. It's bundle and save on insurance with Liberty Mutual. Okay, let's do another take. What do you want me to say?
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Yep. Canada in the FIFA World Cup against Qatar. And they destroyed them. Wow. Qatar was so unprepared of their own players. One of their own players accidentally scored on their own net. Wow. Wow. How does that happen? How does that happen? Your own team scoring on your own net?
Welcome back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series from San Diego. Picture perfect days in downtown San Diego as we look on Coronado Island. A one driver, big hit. Jamie McMurray, he is out. Let's hear from him, Josh.
Oh, it's Jamie McMurray.
Jamie come over the radio and apologize to the team after that huge hit with the wall. Can you let me know what happened there and just how the day was overall?
Yeah, honestly, I don't really know what happened. I let the 77 go. I think it was Justin Marks go. When I did, I just kind of lost my eyesight. And I don't really feel like I missed the corner that much. It was more just the angle of my truck when I hit it. And I'm telling you, it's like a jump.
Oh, yep. Oh, yikes. The 4-year-old truck was leading laps is incredible. Yeah, I did see the reply. Mhm. All right. Doubled up, coming to the restart.
Thank you, Josh. So Chandler Smith, Peyton Honeycutt.
All right, final stage underway. Green flag. Whoa.
First 9 stayed out Lane Riggs.
Chandler Smith and Kenan Honeycutt battling for the lead now. That got really tight through turn 1. Coming into turn 2 now, as Honeycutt will take that position away from the 38, as everyone's jostling for position from fifth on back.
Anytime round, just
Yeah, Justin Haley and Mini Tyrell in the 14 and 16, running in the 5th and 6th positions right now. How about that for colleague Ram? It seems like Jamie's Big Mac is completely obliterated to pieces. Now he will have to take over the Ram Mechanical Bull. Look at Lane Riggs working around the right side of, I believe that's Mini Tyrell in the 14. Yes, it was.
And his charity is helping kids and families who are dealing with cancer, pediatric cancer. He started it when he was 6 years old. Now it's a 501c3. He did it for them. He is an exceptional young man. If you want to learn more about him, I encourage you.
2026 Dominion Cars Tour Race winner.
What he's doing to give back to kids with cancer, and it was because he had a friend that had cancer, and it moved him so much. That's become Minnie's mission.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Briefly there, the 26 of Dawson Sutton. He's in the top 10. We saw him with that spin early in the race. Rebounded nicely. Good time.
Yeah, there he is. Dawson Sutton. Nice recovery after that lap 4 spin.
21 laps to go here from Coronado. King looking for his second career win. He won just a few weeks ago at Watkins Glen last week. We were on, but Chandler Smith is all over him. He's closed that gap.
Yeah, Chandler Smith now on the back bumper of the 11 truck of Caden Honeycutt. If Caden Honeycutt wants that second career win, he's going to have to earn it because Chandler Smith is right there and ready to pounce. Yeah, I think the MVP of this race has to go to Jimmy Johnson, running very competitive in this race. Led laps earlier in this race too. Still running in the podium position in P3. Wow. Yeah, he's definitely the MVP of this race. There's Daniel Hemrick running in the 4th position, and right behind him is Lane Riggs. What? Daniel Hemrick didn't even qualify? Dang! And he's up to 4th? What a run he's having! Oh my gosh! Don't look now, Honeycutt, because Chandler Smith is all over your bumper, dude. He is all over your bumper. Watch out. That's unfortunate for Stuart Friesen. Steering's broken on that 52 truck. Oh, here goes Chandler Smith taking a peek in turn 2, but ducks back in line behind the 11. Oh, and Honeycutt missed the corner. He's in the tire barriers. That's a lot of damage to the right side of Honeycutt. He's able to keep it going, but man, that cost him a lot of track time. Got to keep an eye on that damage, Honeycutt. Here it is again. Once again, smoked it a bit too much into turn 2. into the tire barriers. Ugh. That is not what Honeycutt wanted right there. But at this point, Honeycutt's holding up Jimmy Johnson. He's really holding up Johnson's progress right now, and Johnson really wants to get by Honeycutt at this point. Yep. Here he goes. Jimmy Johnson to the inside. Still can't get the nose underneath the 11. Yep, there he goes. There goes Honeycutt to the pits now. Try to get some repairs done to that truck. But how will this play out? Oh, for a second, there goes Lane Riggs around the left side of Jimmy Johnson. There goes Riggs right by the one of Johnson. So that puts both the Front Row Motorsports teammates in the top 2 positions. With less than 20 laps to go on the streets of San Diego, it's the Front Row Motorsports teammates leading the way. Oh, and someone just backed it into the tire barriers. That's the 33. I believe that's Frankie Muniz. Yes, it is. That's in turn 3. Gets it going in the right direction. He's back going once again. We stay green. Everybody's getting antsy in the final laps as the laps starting to wind down. And that's a lot of damage to the back end, to the rear end of the 33 truck. It's got to be careful not to spread debris on that track. But back with the leader, Chandler Smith. The gap is over 4 seconds right now between him and his teammate, Lane Riggs.
You might think you're looking at Taco Bell's Cantina Chicken Menu, but they're all just extras in this commercial. The real star, Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with main character energy. New jalapeno citrus salsa, only on the Cantina menu.
Okay, never mind then. The gap is not 4 seconds. The ticker's off. The ticker's way off.
It's fast fashion. The official uniform of the most epic fan base in the world.
Oh, yellow's out. Caution is out. Yep, debris on the track. That's probably why. Well, this changes everything. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, that the rear deck lid on the 33 truck is about to come off. It's about gone on that 33 truck of Frankie Muniz.
track yesterday. These guys were out just having fun, kind of practicing for what they're doing today in the pre-show. They'd interlock each other's feet. Two of them were carrying the American flag, and they hit their marks despite the wind every time right there on the track.
Just a crazy, amazing show. Skydiving, precision, it was so fun to watch.
And the anthem, the flyover, the command, everything has been about the sailors today.
And they're having a great time.
That's the aerial view of the Tar Street course. Wow. Holy cow.
This country to keep us safe and let us come out and race these vehicles every single weekend. We just can't thank them enough for letting us be here, but for what they do for our country to keep us safe.
It's incredible. We're here in one of the radio towers. It's our booth. And they told me normally aircraft is parked all around.
All the Navy aircraft, especially the helicopters and jets, the fighter jets. What a scenery. They've done a very good job getting this track prepared.
There's a lot of strategy, a lot of thoughts going on about what's happening on pit road.
Let's listen.
We're going to be screwed no matter what. We can't take our medicine and restart the tail or try to get up like a retard and cap as much as we can and then come out. Like either way, we're going to come out freaking 15.
That is because some guys, I think, will elect to stay out. I'm just curious. We hear the pit crews tell us somewhere between 16 and 18 laps they can make it. But we've up to 4 or 5 laps under caution. Maybe there's some of these teams that think they can stretch it. We know Chandler can't make it. He doesn't have near enough gas. Nor does Jimmy Johnson. It's going to be fun to watch.
What do you do? Do you pit or do you stay out? Wow. Look at that guy go.
So one day, your doctor says you have chronic lymphocytic leukemia. That wasn't part of the story. For CLL, my doctor recommended Calpins.
Calpins is the first and only BTKI to offer 2 approved all-oral chemo-free options. Ongoing treatment with Calpins or fixed-duration treatment when combined with venetoclax. Calpins can cause serious side effects which may lead to death. This includes serious infections, bleeding problems that may increase with blood thinners, decreased blood counts, new cancers including skin cancers, heart rhythm problems, and liver problems. Tell your doctor right away if you have flu-like symptoms, blood in stool or urine, fast or irregular heartbeat, dizziness, feeling faint, chest discomfort, shortness of breath, stomach pain, dark urine, or yellow skin. Calpins may harm an unborn baby. Ask your doctor about pregnancy and breastfeeding. These are not all the side effects. Use self-protection.
And action.
Ask your doctor about Calpins. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
So why don't we go somewhere only we? Somewhere only we.
I can. You can't spell American without it. At the Ram Make This the Summer sales event, say I can in a Ram truck. I can tow what others won't. Power through anything. Depend on it for everything. And I can back it all up better than anybody. You can do anything this summer with a great deal at the Ram Make This the Summer sales event because nothing stops Ram.
During the Ram Make This the Summer event, purchasing at 2.9% financing for 72 months, plus $3,500 bonus cash allowance on most 2026 Ram 1500 crew cab models.
Start here for Adams. Sensodyne. Brilliant touch. Volterra now with relief. And Tom's looking to counter-attack. It's Coronado! Every goal starts with an assist.
At Mothers, we're driven by the details. The finish, the shine, the personal style. Mother's signature Back to Black surface care technology brings out the best of your tires, trim, and plastic. Give it that mother's love.
All my turn boys to man, all we come to the end of the run. So I can't let go.
The famous I-Bar right here on Coronado Island, made famous, of course, in Maverick, if you're a fan of that. So the rule here flying around, but you have to pick up the bar tab for everyone, right? If you leave your cell phone on the bar, you wear a hat in the bar, or you touch any of those airplane models on the roof. Gotta remember that, Kevin.
Yeah, well, I've been set up in a situation like that, had to buy the bar around, so unfortunately not there. But it has happened.
Fun place right up the street. Let's check in with Caitlin.
Well, right now I want to tell a story about Kyle Ayala. He is actually the interior mechanic.
Kyle who?
For Andres Perez. But
Kyle Ayala? That's a name I definitely don't recognize.
Damage control and as a fire.
Kyle Ayala, interior mechanic.
This ship was a crucial asset in locating and neutralizing naval mines. So that ship ended up being decommissioned in 2014. It was actually brought right to this base in Coronado. So it's a special day for him, just reflecting on some of those memories, his time in the Navy from 2013 to 2017, and now working with Andres Perez. Jamie?
Caitlin, thank you. And Al Neese, the owner of that team, we heard from him earlier. He served in the Navy, and he actually trained right here on Coronado.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting facts to learn. Oh, what's going on with Grant Enfinger? What's going on with Enfinger?
This is unfortunate right here, Michael. We talked about what a great day Grant Enfinger is having. He brought it in, and Amanda just told us in break that he made a battery change, but said that there's some more issues, as you see.
What? Oh, man. That's not good for Enfinger. He was doing so good in this race. Oh, gone! Brendan gone! Flat tire! Brendan gone with the flat. Not the way Brendan Gaughan wanted to have his return to NASCAR to go.
So Statman Joe just gave me this. Trucks who have not had damage today at all practice qualifying a race.
And here comes the drivers to pit.
It's not over. Plenty of racing still to go, Josh.
Like I say, the 38 team labored over this decision whether to pit here or stay out and try to fill the gap and hold for another caution. They elected to come in, get those four tires and fuel. They made their bed, they said. Now we'll see if they can get their way back to the front.
Don't know what was going on with the fuel right there. That's a lot of fuel spraying out of that hose. What? Why is Dawson's son stopped there? Why is he stopped at the beginning of pit lane? That's not good. Spun out early in the race, but worked his way back up into the top 10 at one point, and he's stuck at the entrance to pit lane.
So one day, your doctor says you have chronic lymphocytic leukemia. That wasn't part of the story. For CLL, my doctor recommended Calpins.
Calpins is the first and only BTKI to offer 2 approved all-oral chemo-free options. Ongoing treatment with Calpins or fixed-duration treatment when combined with venetoclax. Calpins can cause serious side effects which may lead to death. These include serious infections, bleeding problems that may increase with blood thinners, decrease blood counts, new cancers including skin cancers, heart-rhythm problems, and liver problems. Tell your doctor right away if you have flu-like symptoms, blood in stool or urine, fast or irregular heartbeat, dizziness, bleeding, faint.
Why is everyone I like having terrible luck? I have no clue. First, it was Grant Enfinger who just made a battery change, and they have more issues. Brendan Gaughan not having his first return back to NASCAR go the way he wanted. Now Dawson's son, who spun out early in the race but fought back inside the top 15 or top 10, and he stalled on the racetrack. Yikes.
Long-lasting battery life from a Dell XPS. You can stay plugged in even when you're unplugged. Running a little behind today. How you want me to get back there and start pulling some teeth? Waiting rooms. They can be tough for young homeowners turning into their parents. What are you here for today? Just cleaning it. In and out.
Sincerely hope Brendan Gaughan and Jamie McMurray come back for another race that isn't on an unpredictable track. Like I said, it all depends on what their schedules look like. Maybe not for this season, but in the years further down the road.
Safelite offers flexible payment options and anywhere mobile service, so you can get it fixed here, or here, and pay later. Go to safelite.com today.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Tomorrow, the O'Reilly Auto Club Series continues the Top Gun action right here in San Diego. Racing starting at 5 Eastern on CW. Sunday, the epic conclusion to an all-American weekend. Cup race at 4 Eastern on Prime. And we welcome you back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Been an eventful day. The race summary sponsored by Paula Casino Spa and Golf Resort. We've had 5 different leaders, guys. It's been action-packed.
Alright, and we're back once again. It's been a very interesting race so far. Anyways, they're doubled up now, coming to the restart this time by.
He's got Ty Majeski right next to him on this restart. So it's going to be interesting, but I can promise you they're going to be as aggressive as they've been all day. And Lane Riggs pitted with 23 to go. We talked about the pit window being much shorter than that. A lot of these laps have been under caution. It's going to be interesting.
Alright, we'll see what happens. Could this be the final restart? I don't know, but we'll find out. Pace truck onto pit lane.
Ty Majeski.
On the gas, Lane Riggs steps on it. Green flag back in the air. 15 laps to go in San Diego.
Road racer, 20-year-old guy.
Almost 4 wide entering the second corner there. Oh, man. Chandler Smith and Jimmy Johnson wasting no time through the field trying to get those positions back as they continue to battle for second between Majeski and Ruggiero, and Majeski takes the second position away. And there's Caden Honeycutt who smoked it into the tire barriers. Running in the 7th position right now. Oh, it goes Jimmy Johnson, 3 wide. Whoa! Bit too hot! Went in there a bit too hot there. Made a lot of contact with some drivers there. He nearly wiped out Brendan Butterbean Queen there in the 12. Surprisingly, he has no damage to that truck. There he is. Wow. Surprisingly, he didn't receive damage. Just a little contact with the 2 truck. But outside of that, nothing major out of that 1 truck of Johnson. But the question still remains, for the drivers that did not stop, do they have enough fuel to make it to the end of this race? The same question goes for Lane Riggs leading this race, who's opened up already a 2.7 second advantage over Ty Majeski. Do they have enough fuel? Because the driver who's perfect on fuel right now is Chandler Smith. That goes the same for Jimmy Johnson as well. And probably for Caden Honeycutt too. But we're not sure. Oh, there goes Honeycutt right by Tyler Ankrum, and there goes Chandler Smith right by Nathan Nicholson. Yep, there it is right there. Close on fuel, they say, for Lane Riggs. Okay, what was that camera cut? The last time Caden Honeycutt was on pit lane was on lap 31. Now he's working on his teammate Gio Ruggiero. Side by side through turn 1 as Honeycutt got really squirrely on the right side. And he'll easily take the third spot away from Ruggiero. And Tyler Ankrum going to try to follow through, but here comes Chandler Smith 3 wide in turn 3. Wow. Yeah, Chandler Smith is wasting no time busting through this field. Holy cow, Chandler. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I think that's why Chandler Smith is pushing it right now. He wants to get by the 11 truck of Caden Honeycutt, who has that damage on his truck. And Lane Riggs up front still has a 2.9 second advantage over Majeski, but he's trying to manage as much as he can to try to make it on fuel. Trying to make it on fuel. It's going to be close.
13 laps to go here at Naval Base, Coronado. We're going to step aside. You won't miss a thing. Going hot side by side.
I keep forgetting how big this race course is. 3.4 miles in length. Wow. They're coming back around for 12 laps to go. 12 to go this time. Oh. Lane Riggs got really close to the end of pit wall there.
Runners will do anything to cut through the wind. When you can go fast the easy way with hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. High-performance running shoes designed to cut through the wind with unbelievable speed. Plus, they're lightweight and feature Goodyear rubber. Go fast in Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst.
Behold, the DQ $7 meal deal. Built to satisfy. Full-size foods that really fill you up. Upgrade to a small blizzard for just $2. Like the limited time drumstick with peanuts. DQ, happy tastes good. At Mother's, we've never met a highway we didn't love or a mess we couldn't take on. Mother's interior care products designed to take the guesswork out of maintaining the interior of your vehicle. Mother's Interior Care. Give it that mother's love.
Now, since the dawn of America, we've created a speed.
Pretty dang fast. He's not. Go faster.
So, we built bigger machines.
Big Rick, baby. I need more speed.
Don't look now, Honeycutt, but look who's right behind you. Chandler Smith is right behind you, dude. He's got the freshest tires and the most fuel in that truck. You're in trouble, dude.
We just built a sport around it. Celebrate 250 years of freedom. Start streaming all of Fox Station's unmissable content.
Oh, someone just spun out. Don't know what corner that is. Don't tell me it was Jimmy Johnson. Was it Jimmy? Was it Jimmy that spun out? I believe it was. And we're coming back this time now.
It's been an incredible day here at Naval Base, Coronado. The Navy 250 here in these truckers roaring alive to kick off the weekend as we celebrate America's 250th as well as the Navy's 250th.
Yep, it was Jimmy. He's fallen back to 14. Damn. Yep, they just said it. What happened? How did he get spun out? Ah, yep, there it is. Man, that sucks. At least he was able to keep it off the wall, but man, there goes his track position. He was having such a great run, too. That's unfortunate for Jimmy. Oh well. Oh well.
And that's exactly what they're telling him. Is the slow go from 80% to 65%. So they definitely know that his pace is too fast for
Yep, Chandler Smith, he is on the prowl right now. He's now up to the back bumper of Ty Majeski, looking for the second position. He wants to catch up to his teammate, Lane Riggs, and try to pressure him for the win. Yep. Man, those three trucks under a blanket right now for a second. Oh, and Jake Garcia is backwards. No, he's facing the right direction, but caution is out. The caution is out.
I think that Chandler Smith has just, he's got, he's hurt 65%, and I chipped early. Chandler Smith is taking 110%, whatever I got to do to push to get there, because he's got a fast truck.
Chandler Smith was the fastest truck on the track the last two laps, pushing for everything.
But we know that Wayne was backed off, so we don't really know what the top speed is for Lane Riggs and when he's pushing. I think he's got the pace to run with Chandler Smith, but he doesn't necessarily have the ability to burn too much fuel. I think that these caution laps are going to give them some breathing room, but he's not going to have any cushion if we go into overtime.
Well, with 10 laps to go here at Naval Base, Coronado. How is this one going to shake out? Stay with us from beautiful San Diego.
Yeah, It's kind of unfortunate for Johnson. He was having such a great run up to this point. Ah.
Opening day, just like we used to. I love being out here with Sam again, especially at the big game. It's why I wanted more for my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active. It's a difference I can feel, and he can see.
Camzyos is proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be back.
Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
Stupid back marker. Why the F did he stay out with the slower truck? Yeah.
With SafeLight, you can get that fixed now and pay later.
Fix now, pay later? SafeLight offers flexible payment options and anywhere mobile service, so you can get it fixed here, or here, and pay later. Go to SafeLight.com today. SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
Gorgeous day in San Diego Bay. CrossFit Truck Series live from Naval Base, Coronado. Happy that you're with us. Beautiful day for sailing. Winds have been gusting 15 to 20 miles per hour. That has not affected what's been happening on track. Look at this overhead shot. They even have a golf course right inside this facility.
It is hard to imagine the type of event that this is, and just everything that has been planning and oh, by the way, at the race too, the sailors, the whole base.
A quick recap of this race. Truck Series making history, racing on the streets of San Diego. As Lane Riggs takes an early lead. And about 4 laps in, Nathan Nicholson and Dawson Cram. Yeah, Dawson Cram, I think it was 26, spun out. Then in stage 2, Honeycutt missed the corner, allowing Jimmy Johnson to lead some laps, and Jamie McMurray had a hard crash in turn 16. Then Parker Kligerman took home the stage 2 win. Oh, Dawson's son. Yeah, that's what it was. Then at the beginning of stage 3, Honeycutt leads, but once again, coming into turn 2, smokes it and spins it into the tire barriers. Then a caution came out and allowed Lane Riggs to get the wave around and get the lead. And trying to save as much fuel as he can to make it to the end of this race. It's Jimmy Johnson up pit lane. It's down in a way.
Be in the truck race today and a cup race on Sunday and in front of what would be considered his hometown is pretty special. And I know Jimmy's 50 years old. We're all getting old, but it's definitely been a lot of fun to see him at the front of the pack. And I hope it spurs his enthusiasm to keep coming back and run some of these truck races. Cup races too hard. Those guys take it too serious.
Overall, you can't be upset at Jimmy for having such a good day up to this point. Can't be too disappointed in that. Yes, he had a top 3 to top 5 run all race long, but despite how it ended, you can't be too upset over that. Why is it happening about the same time as the Cup race on Sunday? Why? It's going to be 11 a.m. my time, and the Cup race is like 1:30 my time. That's tight. That's tight.
Listen in to Ty Majeski's radio. Also had a conversation with him this morning about his season as a whole. He told me it's been so up and down as of late. He said any issues that could happen, we've been experiencing it the last couple of weeks. But he said this is the time of year when my team really starts to come into their own. Of course, he added lots of unknowns with this street course today, but he believes his past success on road courses could help him. 8 top 10s in the last 10 races on the road courses. His team telling him now, though, max save. Also noting a couple teams.
Max save. That's what they're telling Majeski right now.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the 42 of Tyler Wright. He's racing in honor of Colonel John.
The lights just went out on the pace car. So they're doing the choose now.
Colonel Ripley passed away in 2008. His son Tom was there to pick it up. You can see that livery design of the camo. The team is decked out in camo fire suits as well. The interesting tie here, Colonel Ripley was known for his valor in Vietnam, and the former owner of Nice Motorsports, Al Nice, was in combat alongside Colonel Ripley.
Well, thank you to him and to all those who serve, who defend our freedom so that we can race and live in such a beautiful free country like we do.
We could come here and celebrate 250 years of the Navy. What a special weekend. I just can't remember. I can't even this is like when you are able to visit and see this facility.
And we've been to a lot of races. I mean, I feel like I've been all around the world to watch races, and just
I don't know what that was about.
the fact that we are here doing this event on this military base, Naval Base, is I can't express it enough just how awesome it is.
Well, the front two on the front row did it 30
All right.
minutes ago. You know, their title gas. Row 2 has plenty of gas, so wow, this is going to be crazy.
It is going to be crazy on this restart, as Michael Waltrip just said. As we're coming to the restart, it'll be 8 laps to go when they get the restart. It's Ty Majeski, Lane Riggs, Caden Honeycutt, Chandler Smith, the front 4 right now. Alexa, stop! All right, here we go. Pace car off the track. Who's going to take off first on this restart? And it's Lane Riggs on the gas. Green flag back in the air. 8 laps to go in San Diego. And Chandler Smith muscles his way past Ty Majeski for second. He's after his teammate. He's trying to go after his teammate. 3 wide, 3 by 3 entering turn 2. 4 wide. Watch out. Somehow they made it through turn 2. Now in the heartbreaking zone in turn 3. Watch out. What is this? What are you doing? What was that? Ankrum in the 18? Wow, dude. Yep. It is go time. Time to get on the gas, get on the throttle, and push. Now the battle is on. Oh, and Honeycutt just put the bumper to Majeski. Puts him up to 3rd place right now. Yep, Honeycutt wasn't messing around now. Oh, and Tanner Gray into the tire barriers. looks as though he's going to keep going once again. We stay green. But up front, this is the Front Row Motorsports teammates, Lane Riggs and Chandler Smith, battling it out for the lead and potential win.
Chandler is hungry on his last win at Daytona, the first race of the season. Meanwhile, his teammate who's leading has gone on to win 3 times.
Well, there's a reason that these are the top 3 guys in the points, right? Like,
Whoa, Lane Riggs, look, he is really moving that truck around. He is really on the wheel right now. He's on the prowl, going after his teammate, nearly gets to the bumper of the 34, trying to loosen him up a little bit. But you don't want to take out your teammate. And here he goes, side by side across the start-finish line. Here comes Chandler Smith. We're on the left side of Lane Riggs. And he clears him off turn 1. What a power move by Chandler Smith, pressuring his teammate to the lead. Now, what does Lane Riggs do to try to get the lead back? Oh yeah, that's right. Chandler Smith has a little bit of fresher tires than Lane Riggs. And here's what happened to Tanner Gray in the 15. Oh! Jackson Lee in the 2 truck got into him. Oh, whoa! What's going on here? Are you kidding? Is that Jimmy again? I can't tell. That was Jimmy again? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh.
He hit those tire barriers instead of hitting the concrete, and that just it shoved the body in over the tire. And then that fender split above that right rear tire and allowed that fender to push up when the truck would go down. But when he hit the wall, it didn't tear anything up. He just hit it with the tail of the truck.
Yeah, after Kidd and Honeycutt slapped the turn two barriers in the middle of stage 3, in the middle of this final stage, I thought it was pretty much done for him, but he's still keeping pace with the leaders right now. Even with that damage to the right side, he is still keeping pace with Lane Riggs and Chandler Smith. But the question still remains for Lane Riggs. Did he save enough fuel in the tank to make it to the end? And he doesn't. And does he have enough gas in there to try to challenge for the lead, for the win, for the lead and potential win at the end of this thing?
We were fortunate to get to do the Truck Series here on Fox, and you get to recognize guys that are just that have it, that you know that are.
He's got plenty of opportunities to do so because this is a big track to maneuver around and to navigate. But that's another thing, as you just saw, there's some shady spots right there in the corners and in the straights. Starting to get some shade and a bit of sunshine in the driver's eyes. So it's going to be a little difficult for these drivers as the laps wound down.
Let's get an update on Chandler Smith, Josh.
Well, Jimmy, remember how frustrated this 38 team was at the timing of that caution? So far, it seems to work down on those fresher tires, and that 38 truck just being strong. But Chandler Smith is a guy when his career started, he really wasn't a road racer. He struggled at didn't like it. When I talked to him earlier today, he said he had to learn this style of racing. He didn't race it, he didn't like it. He attributes a lot of that to his times with Joe Gibbs Racing when he was in the O'Reilly series. That's when he learned what works for him when it comes to this style of racing. He took that with him when he came back to the series. They built on top of that. Top 5 in both road course races so far this year.
Once again, the FRM Motorsports teammates still running similar lap times, but Chandler Smith still seems to be the faster truck in the latter stages of this race, as we have 5 laps to go in San Diego.
Chandler Smith gave that shot down the hill.
I've watched it all day now, and all three series, and every time they go over that bump like that, jump off the ground, it makes me smile. It's just so
Yeah, every time they go through that bump, over that hump in between turns 1 and 2, it seems like they're like monster trucks with that big dip going down into turn 2. And it seems as though for now, both Lane Riggs and Chandler Smith have pulled away from Caden Honeycutt. So it looks like for now, those two drivers are going to sort it out for the win for themselves. Might be a battle for the win between Front Row Motorsports teammates. Oh, look out! Lane Riggs got a bit too close to the wall there in between turns 7 and 8. He is really pushing that truck as hard as he can to stay with his teammate. Oh, watch out! Oh my gosh. But every time you try to push the truck to try to catch up to the leader, the more mistakes you make. I don't know if the same applies to Chandler Smith, but we'll see. Coming into the final chicane once again. That time it looked like Chandler Smith was able to get through the chicane a bit better than Lane Riggs, but Lane Riggs still held his own. Yep, and you can tell right there, they have checked out from Caden Honeycutt. Oh, caution is out! Yellow is out! Ankrum! Oh my gosh, and that tire barrier or the cement wall in turn 16 is destroyed. So is Tyler Ankrum's truck. Oh my gosh, the whole right side of that truck is torn off. The whole right side of that truck is torn off that 18. Wow. Oh my gosh. Now what do you do? Now what do you do? There it is. Oh! Wow! Oh my gosh! It's on the bumper of Majeski. Oh! Yeah, they went through the bump at such fast speeds. As I said, time and time again, turn 16 at the end of this course is such a fast corner. That is such a fast corner. Of course they would red flag it. Why wouldn't they? Because that wall is broken.
See what has happened with that barrier for it to come apart. You see that? Those two hoops that metal rod runs through that's supposed to keep them all together. That makes me think that the other barrier is broke. just guessing. There's some stories that have developed in the top 10 with Ankrum crashing. Christian Eckes, we saw him crash pretty heavily in practice. He's up in the top 10. Landon Lewis has rallied from a couple of slips and slides. He's in the top 10.
And Ben Rhodes, he's been all over the place.
He had a couple of wrecks. And then just outside the top 10, Kaz Grala's there. And then the first Ram in the running order is Justin Haley. He's 12.
So the cleanup crew or course workers taking a hard look at these barriers. See if they need to replace them or if they can repair them quickly. So while we remain
All right. Looks like the trucks are stopped in between, I believe, at the exit of turn 12. That's my guess.
Speed. Alex Blow is obsessed. And when your average Sunday goes 250.
Oh my god. Whew.
Hard downshifting to the speed of Shelby.
You have to go now? All right. See you Sunday, John.
He doesn't get it here. He gets it here. You want to catch Alex Blow? Welcome to the fastest racing on earth. It's Saturday, and you're giving it up like a sacrifice in life. Because tonight, the meat of the orders.
Yeah, when I saw that wrecked truck, I was like, "Is that Johnson?" Thankfully, it wasn't Johnson. It was Tyler Ankrum who slammed that turn 16 wall. Seen that many times before now.
This is the big lead. July 15th. This is off-the-shelf Club for international territories. Here's represent my Mexican heritage. Compete for the title. Gotta go on, girl. Master Chef. It's Master Chef. Anything can happen. My three dogs are watching. Tell them I say hi. Master Chef returns July 15th after the World Cup on Fox and anytime on Hulu. America's favorite sports television channel. Speaking into intentionally. Some sports talk shows have to be seen. So we believe. No other show in America. No other show in the world. The insight. They can't get off the field. Trusted voices. That's what I'm banking. Yeah, we're always self-proclaimed. Bullshit analysis. No. What does that even mean? And always talking like they see. I love that. First things first. Weekdays at 10 a.m. on FS1. The sports. Wake up to FS1's new daily sports talk. You want El Presidente, Big Cat, PFT, Zico, Uncensored, Unpredictable. I feel like I'm losing my mind right now. You wear your guys. Handle this like men. Wake up, Barstool. Weekdays at 8 Eastern on FS1. Yeah, let's go. Speed. Alex Blow is obsessed with speed. And when your average Sunday goes 250 miles per hour, it can be hard downshifting to the speed of Shelby. So you'll forgive Alex the next time he decides to get milk. He doesn't get it here. He gets it. You want to catch Alex Blow? Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
Naval Base, San Diego, one of 3 bases in the area, established back in 1922. How about this? How big is it? Over 1,600 land acres.
1,600 land acres and 300 something of water. Wow.
3,300 right here where we are on the Naval Base Coronado. And you see there's a lot of residential here on this small island as well. A lot of hotels out there. And just beyond, you see those hills? That is Mexico. The border's about 10 miles from here. Imperial Beach. You see any of the movies about Navy SEALs and then rolling on in the sand and swimming? That's
Yep,
right out there.
Mexico is not too far from where they are now.
So 4 laps to go here. We're under a red flag. Let's hear from our leader's crew chief, Josh.
Yeah, standing by with John Leonard. So your driver's out front, 4 to go. And the biggest battle seems to be with your teammate in the 34, Lane Riggs. So what are you telling your driver about what you need to take this thing home?
Yeah, honestly, he's been really good all day. He's drove from the back to front, a couple times, and honestly, it's in his hands. Right? He's the best driver out there. He got some of the best trucks, the front row trucks. We brought a couple new trucks here today, and I feel like they really shut out. So props to everybody in the shop and everybody that puts their hands on these things. You can tell they're good pieces of that.
Love the rest of the way.
Hey, Josh, yeah, standing by next to Ron Horn today. We got him down from the perch up there, and he said, "Why do you want to talk to me?" I said, "You're a legend." And a legend that's been working with Landon Lewis since he was 11 years old. He started at the rear of this pack today.
Is that Ron Hornaday?
Currently running up in the top 10.
Is that Ron Hornaday?
I can't say nothing. He's doing a good job.
It is. What's up, Ron?
The yellow flags aren't playing in our standards, I should say. We did put tires on it. The ones that probably got the freshest tires, but the yellow is not helping. Everybody's going to make it on fuel. I thought everybody would just have to pit one more time, but they're not.
What would you be able to do with a track like this?
I've been fortunate to go to Mexico and Japan and stuff like that, but to do something like this is pretty darn cool. This is, I like to see the pictures of the trucks next to the ship on the back straightaway. It's just awesome for the Navy and everything. And our military who let us do this is pretty cool.
And what's tomorrow?
Well, another day for me.
Yeah.
It's my birthday, they say, but we'll be flying, so it's all right. We know my birthday cake on the plane.
A legendary birthday at that, guys.
Happy birthday, Ron.
Happy birthday, Ron.
Something about that man right there, Kevin. You guys go way back.
We do go way back. We raced on the West Coast together. Actually slept on his couch for a while when I first moved to North Carolina. And Ron's been so instrumental in so many people's careers, but mine personally, just to help understand the sport, know what I needed to do. And Ron and Lindy have just been so good to everybody. Ron has been a big part of it. His daughter, Candace, actually runs that we do on the late model side of things, KHI on the cars tour. So Hornaday family is still very much involved in what we do at KHI.
How about this? Ron Hornaday, one of 3 drivers who won in their 100th start in the Truck Series. Chandler Smith making his 100th start today as he leads. That's our stat boys. Great. Oh, guess who was another one of those 3 drivers that won the 100th start? Kevin Harvick.
What? What?
Phoenix in 2009 at your 100th start.
Wow.
Yeah. Feels like it was 100 years ago.
It was good company.
Yeah.
We'll see if Chandler Smith can hang on to it.
That's an interesting fact right there.
NASCAR sent out the safety guys to make sure everybody inside those trucks was well hydrated as the repairs continue on the wall. Like they're getting it closed up.
This is good. Good little note here. They said all of the wall components are intact, so they're going to lift and reset. So we're not going to replace. Caitlin.
Well, we know this event is all about the military, and I am joined by Zachary Sheckman, who is a petty officer.
Zachary Sheckman?
In the Navy for 11 years. What's it been like having NASCAR here at your home base?
It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much for the support, and God bless America. That's all I gotta say. Thank you so much.
Did you ever think you'd see race cars going around this place? I mean, this is pretty unprecedented.
Oh, I don't know. This is my second tour here. This is just truly incredible. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you for being here. So we're obviously watching the Craftsman Truck Series race. Is there a driver and team that you would like to see visit Victory Lane here for the first time?
Jimmy Johnson already saw it, so it was great.
Rooting for Jimmy Johnson for the win today.
But
That's going to be an uphill climb from here, but what a show.
yeah, Johnson, he's mired back in traffic. So your wish may not be coming true, Zachary. Zachary Sheckman, or whatever your name is.
Well, to Kevin's credit, we all showed up about 6:30 this morning, and it was overcast. The marine layer was here. See, sometimes forget about
Well, it's sunny and windy, so
It
for
is.
those that aren't out in the sun a lot, it creates a sunburn.
I think you got sunburned at SeaWorld yesterday, Kevin.
Let's not talk about my tan.
No.
Great
we've seen. Stay with us. We're gonna wrap this thing up soon.
This summer, celebrate 250 years of freedom. Start streaming all of Fox Station's unmissable content for its lowest price ever. $17.76 a year with historic new series. Electrifying live events. Exclusive originals you can't find anywhere else.
These are stories of the South.
This isn't just a deal, it's a full-blown celebration.
All started with a cup of tea.
That explains a lot. Start streaming Fox Station for only $17.76 a year. Sign up today. It's Saturday, and you're giving it up like a sacrifice blood.
Because tonight, I needed to order something.
If it's Saturday night, it's baseball night in America. Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox. Check local listings. This is the big league. July 15th. This is MasterChef Global Gold. 4 international territories.
Here to represent my Mexican heritage.
Compete for the title. Gotta go on, girl. Global MasterChef.
It's MasterChef. Anything can happen.
My 3 daughters are watching.
Tell them what they are.
MasterChef returns July 15th after the World Cup on Fox and anytime on Hulu.
Welcome to the game show that nobody wants to win. Well, guaranteed G-A. I was G-U. This is Coronado. What did the itsy-bitsy spider climb up? We will push them to their limits.
Can't find the race. You don't have FS1?
Speed. Alex Blow is obsessed with speed. And when your average Sunday goes
Oh, you do? Then it should. Then the race should be there.
downshifting to the speed of Shelby. So you'll forgive Alex the next time he decides to drink milk. He doesn't get it here. He gets it.
Oh, you were late to the race. Oh, I see.
Welcome to the fastest racing on earth. I am back. He's out.
I don't know what to do.
Have you lost your passion?
This has been my life.
We're gonna start again. We're gonna rebuild this thing. We got each other's back. You can cook though.
That means a lot to me.
We're cooking with love.
Welcome back to Naval Base, Coronado.
Oh, you saw Toy Story 5 too? Ah, you saw Toy Story 5? So did I.
Special place is that your drivers are staying there.
Yeah, I went earlier this morning, around midday.
Gotta look it up, Kevin. It's serious. I lived here for about 6 years, went to San Diego State University. That's one of the first stories we learned about. Look at the sailors. They're having a great time. It's like, what? We're on camera? Been out here all day. It was an early day for everyone.
Oh, but you saw it in 3D.
Series on track.
Well, that's a great view from the top of that ship.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson stalled.
Oh no! Are you kidding me? Johnson stalled. Ah! Man, he was having such a great run. Not the ending he wanted. Damn. I'm pretty sure Michael Rooks is at the track. He's probably like, no, Jimmy! That sucks. He was having such a great run today. Right inside the top 5 all race long. Led laps in this race too. Was in contention to possibly be a contender for the win. And now in the last...
There you go. I like that. Yeah, well, the great part about Dylan is he's not
So what all happened? Throughout this race, we had an early caution after like 4 laps for Nathan Nicholson spinning out, and Dawson Sutton also spinning out with him. So that brought out an early first caution. And it was a tame second stage. But that was the stage that Jimmy Johnson actually led some laps. So yeah. Then in the final stage, during the battle for the lead between Chandler Smith and Caden Honeycutt, Chandler Smith kind of locked up the brakes into the tire barriers. He slid into the tire barriers but kept going, and that allowed Chandler Smith to take the lead. But while that was going on, we had a couple incidents between Jamie McMurray and it was Jamie McMurray, Brendan Gaughan, and just recently Tyler Ankrum slamming the turn 16 wall at the end of this track. So those guys had problems. That's unfortunate for those guys. And Justin Marks. Justin Marks also had problems early in this race as well. Was it a bad wreck? Well, for Tyler Ankrum, this most recent caution that we're working through right now, Tyler Ankrum's wreck was really hard. It actually bent the wall coming out of turn 16. And that brought out the red flag, and the red flag has just been lifted. So we're back under the caution. So that's basically a quick rundown of what's been happening in this race, as we're coming to like a green white checkered finish, I think.
I mean, what's this going to mean? Whoever ends up victorious and taking home that trophy, what a big win. What a big
Hey, what's up?
first winner at this event in front of all these sailors. 3,300 of them.
Crazy truck race, but overall rated a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, I agree. It all depends on what happens in this final restart. Here we come. Oh, it looks like it's going to end under regulation. So no green white checker. Ending under regulation. As the lights are on the pace truck, they're double wide. All right. Coming to the final chicane for the final time under pacing speeds. It's going to be a sprint to the finish. It looks as though it's going to be a battle between the Front Row Motorsports teammates of Lane Riggs and Chandler Smith. Or will it be someone else behind these two? Pace truck onto pit lane. Who's going to win the first ever street race in San Diego for the trucks? Chandler Smith gets on the gas. He's gone. Green flag. Back in the air. 2 to go. And Caden Honeycutt trying to take second away from Lane Riggs, and he will. Whoa. Heartbreak is zone into turn 2. Whoa, look out, Ben Rhodes. Watch out. And he's into the tire barriers. Look how bit of a stack up, and around goes Andres Perez de Lara. Nathan Nicholson's there. They're stacking up right there. So far, we're still staying green right now. And Honeycutt, he's caught up to the back bumper of Chandler Smith. Just seeing what happened. And there's the caution. There's the yellow. There's the caution. Now we're going into green, white, checkered. Yeah, Ben Rhodes, he kind of overcooked it into the turn 2 tire barriers. And Nathan Nicholson, Andres Perez de Lara. Those guys had no place to go.
It's unfortunate. Great day. I think that the count is at just 5 trucks that have not been involved in something today, whether it's practice, qualifying, and off he goes.
Got him rolling. That's a good start.
Uh,
Just couldn't get the starter to work.
all right.
Started that thing and off he goes.
Craftsman Truck Series overtime, boys.
Yep, now we're going to overtime. So much for ending it under regulation. So much for ending it under regulation.
Restart after restart. I don't care how many caution laps you have. Eventually, you're going to use all your gas. Right.
Lane Riggs, it's been 21 laps since he last came out to the road. We've had a red flag. We've had a lot of caution laps. A lot of question marks still to go, but this one's certainly not over. We're going to go overtime after this.
Speed. Alex Pillow is obsessed with speed. And when your average Sunday goes 250 miles per hour, it can be hard downshifting to the speed of Shelby. So you'll forgive Alex the next time he decides to get milk. He doesn't get it here. He gets it here. You want to catch Alex Pillow?
Am I going to watch the IndyCar race at Road America before the Cup race? I might watch it, but there won't be live reactions to that IndyCar race at Road America. That's cutting it a bit too close, honestly, because it starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 11 a.m. my time, and the Cup race is until 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. my time. So that's cutting it a bit close, honestly. So I will watch the IndyCar race at Road America on Sunday, but no live reactions to that race. Only Cup Series live reactions from San Diego. Oh, you got Newgarden winning that race. Well, I'm going with, as the NASCAR Weekly podcast guest panel says, a monkey, Alex Palau. You see what I did there, Wayne? As you went with Newgarden, I'm going with a monkey, Alex Palau. I'm kind of surprised Fox is hosting trucks. I mean, yeah, it's FS1. They're stuck with the truck series. Prime will always be better. Absolutely. I kind of wish Prime Amazon Prime hosted more races for the Cup Series, honestly, instead of just 5 races. What time is it where I'm at? It looks daylight still for you. Well, it's 11 minutes past 7 my time. I'm in California. Yeah, but back to what I was saying. I kind of wish Amazon Prime had more races for the Cup Series instead of just 5. Because their coverage is so good. Their coverage is so good. It's a breath of fresh air. Do I live close to San Diego? I wouldn't say I'm close. I'm a bit further distance away from San Diego. But I am in the SoCal area. I'm near Los Angeles. Hearing that Prime might be airing the preseason Thunder, but I don't know if it's true or not. If it's true, I'm down for it. Hell yeah.
Chandler Smith continues to lead here. Let's listen in on his radio.
Yeah, you literally can't see nothing once you go on the first three.
SVG might win Sunday. Well, he is the odds-on favorite to win the street course race at San Diego on Sunday, which is no surprise. It, like I said before, they don't call SVG the road course specialist for nothing. They don't call SVG the road course specialist for nothing.
Than what you normally do because these are the things that we're learning about this track. We haven't been here before, so when you get to a certain time, whatever time it is, 7:12 right now, you know that
It is sad that this is the last prime race. Then it's TNT Sports, then NBC USA Sports for the rest of the season. Yeah.
Talking about the fuel situation, there's chatter.
Riggs, Lane Riggs, he's right behind Wright in the 42. We got Lance there.
Riggs back at 4.
He must have,
I kind of wish the NASCAR TV broadcast schedule was like this. Fox for the first 12 races, then like up until race like 26, I think. Yeah, till 26. That's 14 races. 7 races for Amazon Prime, then 7 races for TNT, then for the last 10 races NBC. Kind of like that. That's how I would go. Or just Fox, Amazon, NBC. Either one of those two. That's kind of like my dream TV broadcast schedule. Fox for the first 12 races, then Amazon and TNT 7 races apiece, then NBC for the final 10 races. Either that or just Fox, then Amazon Prime, then NBC. Prime should take over Fox Sports, period, till NBC takes over. That too, Wayne. Spot on with that, Wayne. That too. So like, yeah, the dream schedule would be for the whole 36 scheduled race schedule season will be 18 races for Amazon Prime, then NBC for the second half. There. Boom, right there. That's my dream schedule right there. Prime for the first 18 races, then NBC for the last 18 races.
this morning in practice, the first scrape into it, and just had a little change.
Practice was at 9 o'clock this morning. It's been a long day, a very eventful day. All 3 series have been on track. Yeah, so let's look back at turn 16. We were just talking about all the hits in practice, qualifying. And Rhodes started it all.
Your other comment come through. Oh, in your fantasy, you have SVG down. Let's hope I win my bet. Oh, good luck. Good luck with your bet.
Hats off to the cleanup crew. Their track crew has done an incredible job trying to get us.
Because we have better broadcast teams than Fox Sports and better graphics and content. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Even though I'll give Fox Sports credit for upgrading their graphics package because the graphics package this season for Fox Sports was very good. But outside of that, their coverage, low energy in the booth, everything else, blech. What? You got... Oh my gosh, NASCAR fan. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, NASCAR fan? You have the criminal Cody Ware in your garage? In the garage for season? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's true. He is kind of trash, but it's still kind of funny that you put the criminal Cody Ware in the garage for a season. Which, honestly, he kind of deserves it. He shouldn't be racing at all.
Best finish for Randy this year, guys. Of the 5 trucks every week, has been 6th. And was at the last road
Coverage this year, I rated a 5.5 for Fox Sports and Prime a 9.5. Then at the end of the season, I'll rate the entire season. Yeah, agreed with you on that, Wayne Montgomery. All right, time to focus back up. First attempt of overtime. Here we come. All right, let's focus, guys. They're coming to the green this time by. Will this be the final restart? I don't know, but we'll see. Coming to the restart for the first attempt of overtime. This time it's Chandler Smith and Caden Honeycutt. Honeycutt trying to overcome a late race spin into the tire bearers and try to win again. Green, white, checker, here we go. Honeycutt kind of smoked the tires there on the restart, but he's to the lead, and there goes Chandler Smith around! Big damage to Caden Honeycutt as well! What the heck happened? Show the rest of the race! What are you doing, Fox? Damn! Oh my gosh! Now we see what's going on. Side by side for the lead between Daniel Hemrick and Lane Riggs. Both of these guys going hard at it for the lead. Hemrick trying to clear him into turn 5, and he's got it. He's clear of Lane Riggs. But how will Lane Riggs respond? Trying to get the lead back. But don't look far behind now. Here comes Tyler Reif into this mix. Here goes Lane Riggs to the inside of Hemrick. Retakes the lead away. Here comes Tyler Reif to the inside of Daniel Hemrick, trying to look for second. Can't do it. Hemrick shuts the door. Lane Riggs goes wide. Here comes Hemrick around the left side of the 34. Oh, watch out, watch out. Watch the wall. They're both wide. Here goes Tyler Reif. Tyler Reif. No way. Side by side. Oh, man, watch the wall. Watch the wall. Hemrick and Tyler Reif balanced side by side, both wanting to win, become the first winner of San Diego. Reif's clear of Hemrick. How will Hemrick respond? Here they come into the final chicane. He puts the bumper. Nearly spins him out. Watch out. And Reif is clear. Oh, my gosh. Can he hold on? This time by. White flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank in San Diego. Tyler Reif looking for his first career win in the trucks. Lane Riggs to second. It's a lot of smoke coming out of the 42 of Tyler Reif. Can Lane Riggs get back to him? He's there. Lane Riggs is there. And for third, here comes Kaz Gralla right by Daniel Hemrick. Lane Riggs is there. He is pushing hard up to the back bumper of the 19-year-old. Tyler Reif, he's trying to hold on. Through Carrier Corner for the final time. Watch out for Lane Riggs. He's going to have to dive on him into turn 6. Man, somehow Tyler Reif is holding on. Got a good run through turn 7. But can he hold on? He's pulled away from Lane Riggs. Wow! He's got to hit those marks. Got to hit those marks. Don't get too wide because Lane Riggs is right there. Lane Riggs is there. He's trying to put the bumper to the 42. Almost there. Almost got there. Lane Riggs is going to have one more shot to the bumper. the 19-year-old Tyler Wright trying to return a win for Nice Motorsports, but here comes Lane Riggs. He's caught up to the back bumper of the 42. Here they come into the final chicane. Oh, watch out! He missed the corner! He missed the corner! He missed the corner! Here comes Lane Riggs! He has to stop! And Lane Riggs, on a last lap pass, is the first winner on the streets of San Diego! Wow! Wow! On the final chicane, Tyler Wright missed the corner! He missed the chicane, had to come to a complete stop, and Lane Riggs powers by to win on the streets of San Diego. Wow, wow, wow.
We'll talk about that one for a while.
At Naval Base Coronado for Lane Riggs. And that all started when Caden Honeycutt and Chandler Smith had that contact off of turn two. Put Honeycutt in a bad spot, hit back. Chandler Smith spun out, and then it came down to Rife and Riggs that just put on an absolute show there. And you gotta give it up to Lane Riggs. He was having problems with his engine and his stumbling.
Wow.
Rife heated up and forced Rife into a mistake.
Lane Riggs wins for the 4th time this season. Gosh, that was a hard-earned victory.
Man, put the pedal to the metal.
That kicked off everything and the changing of events. Look at, we have very unhappy drivers right there.
Oh, Honeycutt hard into the outside wall, and Chandler Smith, man, I don't know what happened there. Could not get a good angle because of that. Oh, wow. That's a tough shot for Honeycutt. Hard into the outside wall, and Chandler Smith could not avoid him in time.
And we thought Daniel Hemrick was going to win this thing. Took the lead, and then Tyler Rife up front and leading down to the chicane right before turn 16 when everything slipped through his fingers.
Man, heartbreak for Tyler Rife, but what a feel-good story for Lane Riggs.
He was so fired up, Michael. We heard from him this morning just about racing here. You know, how much fun and how in awe he was of the backdrop.
And instead of a first career win for Tyler Rife, he rounds out with a disappointing 7th place finish after missing the final chicane while leading. Ah, that's got to sting for Rife.
Well, they sure treated the sailors to a heck of a show.
That was a show.
Yep. Congratulations to the Iceberg winning today. This race so far. Yep, he picked Lane Riggs in the NASCAR Weekly Podcast for pick points. Yep. And look at this top 10. Lane Riggs in first, Daniel Hemrick, Kaz Gralla, Landon Lewis in the 4th position. How about that? Ty Majeski, Justin Haley in the Colleague 16 truck. Tyler Rife, disappointing 7th after missing the final chicane while leading. Brendan Butterby and Queen in the 8th position. Ben Rhodes and Christian Eckes, the top 10.
Well, they've been a great combination, and when you look at crew chief driver pairings, that's what what you want. You want that chemistry. As you see, Lane Riggs.
And Lane Riggs climbs out of the car. He's the first winner on the streets of San Diego at the Naval Base at Coronado.
Third win in the last 4 weeks. What a finish. Our winner is ready to talk. Let's hear from Caitlin.
That's right, Jamie. Lane Riggs will forever be the first race winner here at Coronado. Lane, what does it mean to you to know your name is going to be in the history books for NASCAR forever with this win?
Lane Van Rigsbergen came to play today, man. I got the second street course win. We're undefeated at street courses. Hey, much respect, Shane. I wish I could be as good as you one day, man. But I'm going to take all my glory here in the truck series. But thank you to everybody at the end. I don't even know what happened at the end. It's sparks flying, people wrecking, staying in the throttle. I was running out of fuel the entire last lap. It was like St. Pete over again. Great job with laps there. I wasn't going to fake left to scare him, and he missed the corner. I wasn't really going to dive it in there, and it worked for me. So I hate that Chandler got taken out there in the 11. They actually had it won. They beat us on strategy. We just didn't have the tires, and when we stayed out, because we couldn't make it the field, the tires prevailed. Just what a crazy race today with the strategy and everything else. But yeah, amazing historic win. We got Mattermost on the truck this weekend. Thank you to everybody Ford Racing. Joey Hayes, man. We're 2 for 2 on street courses, man. This is awesome. So yeah, what a historic event. So thank you to everybody that's involved. Hopefully we put on a great race for all the fans that have never seen NAS trucks before.
You talked about how crazy this race was, but your team prevailed. How special is this group of guys that has helped you deliver week in and week out so far this season?
It's great. I mean, it's just we worked so hard. We were close last year, and this year we're just really hitting our stride. I mean, until the last lap, to the 30 and the 11 wrecked, I was going to finish 4th or 5th, and it just fell on our lap, which I feel like things rarely fall on our lap in a good way. It's usually on a bad note. So we're using our luck up now. We're just going to keep it paced through the season to make sure we have just enough for those last few races.
Congratulations. Enjoy.
Wow. What a thriller on that last lap.
Lane Van Gisbergen.
I love that.
Lane Van Gisbergen, what the heck, Jamie Little? Lane Van Gisbergen, here it is in the final chicane. Yeah, Lane Riggs, Tyler Reif kind of got into the chicane a bit too hot, trying to keep the 34 behind him. Yep, right there, he came in that chicane a bit too hot, missed the chicane, and he had to stop. Yep. Man, that's got to sting for Tyler Reif. That's got to sting for Tyler Reif. But I'd give him an A for effort, all in all. That's an A for effort for Tyler Reif. Trying to hold off a veteran in Lane Riggs. Almost got it done. Here he is.
It's very unfortunate that I did that. I don't know how many more chances I'll have like this, but I'm sure a little bit more. And I'm going to make sure to not make that mistake again. That's a strong performance from Tyler right here.
Yeesh. Almost there, kid. Almost there, kid. Almost there. Well, that wraps it up for the Truck Series race on the streets of San Diego. Lane Riggs is the first ever winner at the Naval Base at Coronado, but it was almost an underdog winner in Tyler Reif, but one mistake away from victory, and that cost him. Missed the final chicane, and that's all there was to it. Stay up, kid. Stay strong, kid. Your day is coming. And Daniel Hemrick also made some noise, almost made a challenge for the win as well. Just could not do it at the end. But that wraps it up for this trucks race at San Diego. I'll see you guys on Sunday for the Cup Series side on the street race at San Diego at the Naval Base at Coronado. Stay tuned for Sunday for those live reactions, folks. See you all then. It's been your boy, Cito Brown, Have a great rest of your night. See you Sunday. Peace out.